The warning bells of war are ringing loud in Europe, and this message is coming straight from Moscow's highest corridors of power. Russia appears to be bracing for a direct confrontation with NATO, not a Cold War, not a diplomatic spat, but an actual military face-off. Russian President Vladimir Putin's top spy chief has publicly accused the NATO of increasing its military activity in the border areas surrounding both Russia and Belarus. And this, he said, has prompted both Russian and Belarusian security services to prepare for quote-unquote preemptive measures against NATO countries. While holding talks with the Belarusian president, the head of Russia's SVR Foreign Intelligence Service has said, and I'm quoting here now, "We feel and see that European countries, especially France, Britain and Germany, are increasing the level of escalation around the Ukrainian conflict. So we need to act preemptively. We are ready for this," quote-unquote. And the spy chief further said that Russia would inflict quote-unquote damage on the entire military alliance if NATO threatens Moscow or Belarus, adding that Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia would be, in his words, the first to suffer. Remember, in April 2022, Russian bombers and fighters practiced delivering surgical strikes in drills in the Baltic region. The drills involved over 10 crews of Su-24M and Su-27 aircraft. But why is Narishkin saying all of this really? Is the NATO actually building its forces near Russia and Belarusian borders? You see, just 2 weeks ago, Germany deployed a 5,000-strong armored brigade in Lithuania, marking Germany's first permanent foreign troop deployment since the Second World War. And where did they place them? Right on Lithuania's border with Belarus. And there's more, by the way. Poland and the Baltic states like Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania announced plans to withdraw from an international treaty banning the use of landmines, citing growing threats from Russia. And in mid-February, Finland and American troops carried out massive drills preparing for a winter war near the Arctic region. And just earlier today, the Finnish government decided to keep the border with Russia shut until further notice, without specifying any further details. So as the NATO increases troop presence in its eastern flank and carries out drills for a future war, we are circling back to that big question: what do preemptive measures really mean for Moscow? Just last December, Belarus's president said the country is hosting dozens of Russian nuclear weapons and was in the process of preparing facilities that could accommodate Russia's latest hypersonic ballistic missiles. And just last Friday, Putin said Russia's naval-based nuclear weapons have been completely modernized. You have to listen to this.
The share of modern weapons and equipment in the naval strategic nuclear forces in Russia is already 100%, and I would like to emphasize that this figure must be maintained in the future.
And Russia's 2024 doctrine now treats any conventional attack backed by nuclear powers as a ground for atomic retaliation, a direct threat to NATO's Article 5 Mutual Defense Pact. So, with the NATO boosting troops near Russia's borders, Eastern European countries pulling out of arms treaties, and Moscow preparing for preemptive action, the war bells between Russia and the NATO are ringing loud and clear.